With all of the amazing cozy games we've had released so far this year, I was hoping that May might be a little bit of a quieter month for new game releases, but sadly that is not going to happen. So here I am again to recap everything from all the new releases, some exciting new ports, and also some delayed games that are finally going to be launching this month. Let me know what game you've been enjoying most so far this year in the comments, and are there any contenders in this video that are going to knock that one off the top spot. Be sure to like and also subscribe, but here are all of the May cozy game releases you need to know about. First up, we have the relaxing mining and shop management side scroller game. This is Mining Merchant, and here your aim is to save your uncle's crumbling jewelry shop by mining for ore, smelting it, and then making some beautiful jewelry. As you start to see your profits roll in, you'll be able to upgrade everything and expand your shop. You can play Mining Merchant in solo mode or co-op if you have a friend or two that you want to play with. If you are a fan of games such as Discounty, this may be one for you to consider. Mining Merchant will be available on Steam from May 1st. Next, we have the cozy roguelike deck builder called Island Tiles. By using a little bit of smart thinking, you'll be able to grow a small island tile into a thriving town. Towns need resources, obviously, and by placing buildings, you'll be able to help your settlement grow. Think wisely about your purchases, and you'll be able to help build your deck to enjoy satisfying combos. If you are a little bit worried about the intensity, don't be, as there are 6 levels of difficulty, which means it's great for beginners right through to pros. I can envisage that this game will have players wanting to keep replaying and refining your strategy to get the highest score possible, and you can even compare your scores to the leaderboards if you are a little bit competitive. Island Tiles will be launching on May 4th on Steam. Next, we have a game for music and cozy game lovers alike. This is a narrative simulation game called Wax Heads. Set in a struggling record shop, you'll be able to get to know the community, whose ears you will serve by finding them their perfect records. Not only will you get to know their music taste, but you'll also find out more about their personalities and enjoy the banter. As a British person, we particularly like that. I am a big fan of the comic book art style graphics here, and they are pretty pleasing to the eye. And of course, the soundtrack is going to be pleasing to your ears too, as it even features dozens of original tracks across many different genres, so there is going to be something for everyone here. This one definitely looks like it has the potential to be a little bit of a hidden gem. You can press play on this one from May 5th on Steam, consoles, and also the Nintendo Switch. Next, we have a relaxing, slow-paced food management game. This is Midnight Ramen Shop, and it's all about cooking up steaming bowls of ramen for your customers. There are no fast-paced mechanics here, which is a kind of a refreshing change from your traditional cooking games. To cook up the dishes, you will need to chop ingredients and stir the broth, then serve the dishes to your customers under the glowing nighttime light. To make your space even cozier, you can also decorate your space and purchase upgrades for your shop, including tools and new cozy items. If you love food simulation games but not the fast pace that normally comes with them, then this one may be a good one for you to try. Midnight Ramen Shop is due for release on May 5th on Steam. Painting PC is our next game on the list, and the developers here are bringing the Painting VR experience to our desktops. The title for this game is a little bit of a giveaway as to what this game is all about, as here you enter into your own cozy virtual painting studio, and using a variety of different artistic tools and brushes, you are able to bring your own artwork to the digital world. If you're thinking, but Emma, I could just do all this in Paint, well, the tools here have been specially designed in a realistic way that will feel natural and responsive, allowing you to do things such as blending colours easily. Painting PC is launching on Steam on May 6th. May 7th is going to be a busy day for new games, and I'm starting off with In Trusted Hands. Here you will become a cozy workshop owner repairing phones for the residents of the big city. As we all know, our phones are filled with private things, and whilst repairing the phones you may uncover some secrets you were never intended to see. But information is power, and there may be some other people who want access to this. Will you make the right moral choice? In Trusted Hands is launching on Steam, but it appears to have also been announced for PlayStation and Switch. There's just no release date showing as of yet. We also have The Greenening. This is a short and wholesome game about exploring and reawakening a forgotten world. As you wash the ashes away, you will discover things hidden beneath, and you are able to start growing your own cozy space. With the resources you gather, you'll be able to expand your abilities and grow even more powerful with the skill tree. The playtime for this one is approximately 2 to 3 hours, and it will combine idle and active gameplay. I've never seen a duck in space until now, that is. This is Duck Side of the Moon, I see what they did there, and in this vibrant galaxy you get to waddle and fly as a duck in space. Doug the Duck is an overworked astronaut who has crash landed in a mysterious part of the galaxy, and now it's your time to explore. At your own pace, you'll be able to delve into the secrets this world has to offer, from rare minerals and glowing caves, descending into a volcano, or just having fun at the fair. There is going to be plenty to see. This world is also home to curious creatures who will make you feel welcome. If you're wondering what you can do with all the items you've collected, well, you can craft items and also noob outfits. We love to see a duck fashion show. Duck Side of the Moon is launching on Steam, Epic, and the Switch on the 7th of May. The Nintendo eShop is showing a price of £16.74, which equates to $19.99 in US dollars. Now we have a narrative game all about friendship. This is Mixtape, and you'll follow a group of 3 friends on a big final adventure on their last night together. A perfectly curated mixtape will accompany you through a series of dreamlike scenes of the trio's previous memories and show you all of the pivotal moments that have helped them grow. The game is not only filled with wonderful music that will bring you back to your teenage years, but it will also allow you to experience gameplay associated with this time of life, including skateboarding, spending hours at an abandoned theme park, and also a fireworks show. The game does have a rebellious edge to it, and there is a mature content advisory on this one due to sexual themes, strong language, and the use of drugs and alcohol. Mixtape will be launching on consoles, Steam, and the Switch. Lost Twins 2 released in the summer of 2025 on PC, but now it has been ported on the Switch, and it will also be available on that platform from May 7th. Lost Twins 2 is a cute puzzle platformer, but don't be fooled, it will provide players with a challenge. There will be lots of logical puzzles which will see you interacting with the world in interesting ways, from using buoyancy aids to solving clever puzzles, using blocks to reach new heights, or even just using the power of music. This puzzle game is highly creative, and solving the puzzles will feel highly satisfactory. Lost Twins 2 can be enjoyed solo or in co-op mode, where you can help both Ben and Abby navigate through the mysterious world together. If you like the sound of this one but want to play it on PC, keep your eyes peeled for discounts, as I've previously seen it up to 50% off in past sales. 2 Point Museum fans will also be happy on May 7th, as the latest DLC will also be released. In their typical punny fashion, this DLC will include art, facts, and artifacts. Not only does this come with new exhibits, but also a new map and lots of new themed items, including cafe pieces. From the trailer, it looks like there's going to be a whole host of different themes, some of course with the game's signature humorous twist. It will arrive on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation on the 7th, but unfortunately Switch players will have to wait a little bit longer, as it's listed coming soon for that platform. The final game releasing on May 7th is Will Follow the Light. This one is going to be a little bit darker graphically. In this story-driven first-person adventure game, you will navigate through some harsh conditions to reunite with your family. Players take on the role of Will, who is a lighthouse keeper on a remote island. However, whilst on duty, disaster has struck in their hometown, and to get home you must sail the 7 seas, sled through the snow, and make your way on foot to save your son. As you move through the game, you'll be able to experience the story of the father and son's relationship, enjoy some cinematic scenes, and also be required to solve some immersive puzzles. Will Follow the Light is coming to Steam on May 7th. On May 8th, the Harvest Moon fans will be happy, as the Harvest Moon's The Winds of Anthroth full collection, which includes the base game and all 5 DLCs, will be releasing on the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. Harvest Moon is of course a long-loved farming adventure game, and in this particular version you play in the aftermath of a volcanic eruption that has damaged the isolated villages of Anthos. Players must help reconnect the world and rebuild the villages. Along the way, you'll be able to do classic things such as raising animals, animals, grow crops, and of course, develop relationships with the locals. The pre-order for this one is available from certain retailers, but this may depend on your location in the world. Also upcoming this month is Green Earth Necromancer. In this one, you can cultivate a balcony garden with a witchy twist. The gameplay here is semi-idle, so it will either be very relaxing or something to enjoy in the background. To take care of your garden, you'll have to water, fertilize, and ward off pests from your plants. As there is a witchy twist, you can also learn spells and brew potions. There is also a narrative element to this game, as you can befriend your neighbours and help piece together research from your late grandmother. To fit the relaxing gameplay, there is also some lo-fi beats to enjoy. This one can be found on Steam from May the 11th. As we move into summer, you may want to start thinking about some summery games to play, and here is Boardwalk Builders. This is a pixel art style game all about creating a wonderful seaside boardwalk filled with shops, rides, and restaurants. The more visitors you get, the more rewards you will earn, and you can use these to invest in your shops with upgrades and expand your boardwalk. There is more to this game than the basic running of your boardwalk though, as you can even take part in themed festivals and invite VIPs. If you want to feel nostalgic for the days at the seaside, Boardwalk Builders launches on Steam also on May 11th. Next we have the game Farm to Table, which will be entering early access. Of course, this is a cooking game where you grow crops in your field and then turn them into delicious dishes. As you expand and grow your farm and restaurant, you'll be able to fish, raise animals, and even use the produce machines. Cooking is done through a series of mini games in your own kitchen, and once the dish is ready, do not forget to serve them to your waiting customers. There is also the ability to decorate your farm and your restaurant too. Now I will say I did try the demo for this one, and it did feel to me like it was missing something. It did kind of feel like one of those tycoon games that you can play on Fortnite, but the gameplay was quite relaxed and you did progress at a good rate. It really depends what you were looking for in this one. Farm to Table will be available on Steam. The following day, we also have the story-rich adventure game Call of the Elder Gods. Here you are able to switch between two characters, Harry and Evangeline, to explore the environment for clues as to what happened to their missing loved ones. Your adventure will have you exploring vastly different areas, from darkened libraries to frozen wastelands. If you aren't a puzzle expert or you're wanting more of a cozy experience, you can choose your own difficulty level and even toggle on and off hints. You may think that this game feels familiar, and that is because it is the sequel to the game Call of the Sea. Call of the Elder Gods though will be coming to PC, Switch 2, PlayStation 5 and Xbox, and Xbox Game Pass players, you will also be able to enjoy it as part of your pass. The second game coming on May 12th is Elfie A Sand Plan. This is a relaxing puzzle game where you accompany an elephant to create sandcastles. This one will be super chilled, and if you're wanting to build to your heart's content, there is also a creative mode. If you have a younger person who you enjoy to play games with, this one may be a good one, as it will definitely help them learn about shapes. But if you're an older player like me, you can just enjoy the casualness of this one. Again, this one can be found on Steam on May 12th. On May 13th, Odd Fauna, The Secret of the Terror Beast will be launching into early access. This is a wonderful sandbox adventure game all about befriending wild beasts, adventuring through strange lands, and building yourself a cozy shelter, all on the back of a terror beast. You'll be able to forage for resources to craft and help make the space your home. If you're thinking, what are odd fauna? Well, these are the beasts that you will encounter and befriend. You'll be able to earn their trust, and in return they will give you items, recipes, or maybe even join your party. One thing that makes this game truly unique is that all of the characters and items you see in the game have been hand sculpted with clay, so it's definitely something a bit different. Odd Fauna will be ready to be enjoyed on the Steam Deck and on PC. Last month I spoke about the game Outbound, however the developers decided to take a little bit more time to add some polish to the game, and Outbound is now going to be released on May 14th. Outbound is an exploration game where you start exploring nature in your very own camper van. As you traverse the landscape, you'll make lots of discoveries and find lots of resources to enable you to perform upgrades and build things on your camper van. There is lots of decorating and crafting on this one. There's lots of nice recipes to find, and I'd be really interested to see what people come up with for this one. Outbound is launching on consoles including the Switch and PC on May 14th, as I said. This time last year, Hotel Architect released in early access, but now they're ready for their big 1.0 launch. As you can imagine, this one is all about running your very own hotel and dealing with some pretty demanding guests. The game really reminds me of those classic tycoon management games that I absolutely love. Since the early access launch, they have added quite a few new features, and with the 1.0 launch, there are going to be new locations, new difficulty options, a custom sandbox mode, and more. The price of this game will not change on full release, and it will remain at £24.99 UK pounds or £29.99 for US dollars and euros, but there will be a launch discount if you're interested in playing. Up next, we have a game by one of my favorite cozy game studios. This one is Thrifty Business, and it is by the same developers that brought us The Wonderful Sticky Business and The Mysterious Ritual of Raven, but now they are embarking on running their very own thrift shop. This is a vibrant, coloured but relaxed gameplay management simulation game where players can sort through boxes to discover hidden treasures to list for sale to your customers. Be sure to listen to your customers to learn more about their stories and help them find the right product for them. A shop sim would not be complete without the ability to decorate, and with some of the bold themed items, you'll be able to pick the furniture, wallpaper, and decor to fit your style. The development team have assured us that this will be a laid-back experience, no stress, no setting prices, or impatient customers leaving your shop in a rage. Thrifty Business will be opening its doors on May 18th on Steam. If you are a fantasy lover, then coming on May 20th is Arcane Merchant. Set in a medieval fantasy world, you'll be able to open the doors on your very own shop to sell a variety of items from potions to crystals to legendary artifacts. If you fancy yourself as a bit of a business mogul, you'll be able to take advantage of the dynamic pricing system to manage your sales and increase your wealth. It's not just about your profits though, and you can also maximize your efficiency by recruiting assistants to help with operations and heroes to secure exotic goods. At the time of recording, the demo for this one is still available on Steam if you want to give it a try ahead of its full release. If you're a fan of House Flipper 2 and you love to decorate Japanese-inspired builds in your games, then you'll be happy to know that on May 21st, their Sakura DLC will be launching. This is filled with 5 new jobs, 5 unique houses to flip, and over 300 new Japanese-inspired themed items, so you can make a beautiful zen garden or a tea room of your own. Coincidentally, also on the 21st, we have the sequel to the much-loved cozy game Coffee Talk. This one is set in Tokyo and it will bring a whole new experience. If you're new to the series, this is a cozy narrative visual novel all about brewing drinks for your customers and listening to their stories and problems. While some of this gameplay may feel familiar, the customers are all brand new and they will fit with the new themed surroundings. You will also find new drink options that would feel at home on any Japanese cafe menu. Coffee Talk Tokyo is launching on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and the Switch. I mentioned Hillshade Farm previously back in another cozy game release video, however it was delayed and now it is launching into early access on May 21st. This is a more realistic style of farming simulator where you can work the land, clearing the way with a variety of tools, ready to start ploughing and growing your crops. There are various things to craft, and in numerous shops you will find things to enhance and grow your farm. There is also a knowledge tree which you can unlock different things at different stages. As it's a farm, you can also grow lots of things, and all of the things you collect you can turn into various dishes. As an added bonus, there are some animal companions and dogs to pet and cats to look after. A Switch 2 exclusive releasing this month is Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Yoshi stars as the main character here, and players will follow him living in an encyclopedia. Here you will interact with all of the peculiar creatures to solve puzzles and move through the levels. This one is the 9th main installment in the Yoshi series, and he is definitely a much loved character. Pre-orders are live for this one in the Nintendo eShop. After a year, we also have The Guardian of Nature launching into full release. I honestly cannot believe it's been a full year since I first spoke about this game, but if it is new to you, The Guardian of Nature is the narrative adventure game following the main character Henry in a hand-drawn world. Henry is a botanist, and this journey will have elements of magic and also a little bit of puzzling. As you explore deeper into nature, you'll be able to collect a plethora of things to add to your very own book of nature. The game is super charming, it's also Steam Deck verified, and has a reasonable price of £7.49. Let me know in the comments if this one's in your Steam library already, and what you thought of it if you have played it. The beloved frogs are back again, this time in the puzzle game Walk the Frog. The aim of the game here is to arrange sticky notes to guide Froggo through the world. If you correctly arrange the puzzle, you'll be able to explore further and meet some interesting characters. With the humorous narrative in this one, it's sure to give you a giggle. There are a few different chapters that span 18 levels, so it will be kind of a short and sweet adventure for all. Walk the Frog will be available on Steam. And the final game for May 21st, we have Bistro. Yes, that is a cooking pun, as this is a cooking RPG. Set in the village of Palopori, monsters have claimed the land and threaten to destroy everything. You play as Panko, who is a young talented chef running the local eatery. Panko soon finds himself serving brave adventurers with fresh ingredients that you gather and grow. This will be a farm-to-table experience, and in the kitchen, you will play a variety of mini-games and adjust the menu to appease your patrons. There is also a deck building element to this, but it is turn-based, so you will need to use a little bit of tactical thinking. Bistro will be available on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Another big release this month is the long-awaited life simulation game Paralives, which will be entering early access. With everything that is currently happening with EA and The Sims, I think a lot of players have high hopes for this one. As you can probably expect, there will be lots of sandbox life simulation gameplay, and this one is all set in a vibrant open world town filled with a cast of townies. How your characters live will be up to you, whether you focus on your career, finding love, or having a family. Decorators will also be happy, as there is a large catalogue of furniture and decor items that can be resized, coloured, stacked, and placed freely for a wonderful decorating experience. The Paramaker will also allow you to customize your characters in great detail. If you are concerned about the early access launch and worried about what content will be available, I highly recommend that you look at the roadmap for the game so you can fully understand what content is going to be available from day one. You can find this on the developer's website, the social media pages, and it's also on their Steam page too. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Are you going to be playing the early access, waiting, or passing altogether? There are so many different city building games out there, but what if you were to build an underwater community beneath the waves? That is exactly what you can experience in the upcoming game Life Below. Here you can create coral reefs and revive collapsing ecosystems. You'll be able to attract over 40 different species to your colony, and once they are moved in, you will need to help keep them thriving and safe from threat. Challenges will include monitoring the algae levels, the pH balance, and even cleaning up after oil spills. If you are a budding marine biologist, you will adore this one, and you'll be able to enjoy it on Steam from May 26th. Last year, I absolutely fell in love with Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, and I've put a lot of hours into this one, so I'm happy to share that it will also be coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox on May 28th. If you haven't yet tried this one, it combines all of the great things about farming sims, including raising animals, looking after crops, with preparing to set up your shop at the weekly market. There is lots of crafting potential and even some utilization of the power of the wind. The game didn't scrimp on the cast of characters either, and hopefully with the variety, one of them will capture your eye. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar is also available on PC and Switch if you haven't yet tried it. Also on May 28th, we have Blueberry, which is a narrative platformer where you play as Blueberry and live through their key memories from childhood to old age, focusing on things such as love, loss, and self-discovery. By making choices, you'll be able to help shape her emotional growth and help her manage the blues and support her healing. The choices you make will lead to different outcomes, so choose wisely. I'm not normally a fan of platformers, but with the graphics here and the addition of the story does make this game feel like a bit more of a unique take on the genre. This one does come with a mature content description as it details subject matters such as mental health, addiction, and suicide. Blueberry will be available on Steam. We have a lot of co-op games that include cooking, but this one is based in a shipping company. This is Crash Out Crew, and this is going to be hilarious as you fill outlandish orders and use your forklift to get where it needs to go. All of this may sound simple, but I have a sneaking feeling that there'll be lots of things that are going to test you here and ensure maximum chaos. These games may not be the coziest, but they are great to play with friends if you need a laugh. Crash Out Crew will be coming to PC and Xbox. Xbox account holders will be able to enjoy this one on the Game Pass. If you didn't know this about me, I am a self-confessed geography geek, and this game may fulfill my love of the subject. This is Map, a game about maps. In this cozy adventure game, you will use cartography skills to explore a variety of islands and find landmarks, ruins, and even secrets to accurately mark them on your map. To help you, there are a variety of tools, including telescopes and compasses. Each new tool will uncover new ways to allow you to explore each island. Graphically, this game looks adorable, and I love this unique idea behind the cozy game. I really appreciate the originality. Map will release on May 28th also. And our final game of today is Trackastrophe. This is a wholesome puzzle game all about helping find a train its path through a variety of uniquely themed maps. You will have to build its path using all of the different movement tiles and direction ones, and then hit that go lever and hope for the best. If you like puzzle games but worried this may be too hard for you, don't worry, as there is a hint system. Of course, you can also customize your train, so if a color isn't quite right for you, you can go ahead and change it too. The demo for this one is live currently at the time of recording, but if you want to wait till it's full game, it is going to be available on Steam as well. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments which one has caught your eye. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy playing. Bye bye.